Today, you'll learn the English expression, come to grips. Hi, it's Jeff, and this is Plain English, episode number 846 on Thursday, April 12th, 2026. The full lesson, with the transcript, quiz, and practice opportunities, is at plainenglish.com/846. The expression you'll learn today is come to grips. When you come to grips with something, you understand it, but in a very special way. This expression first appeared in Plain English in an episode in 2018. We had been talking about a tragic fire in a museum in Brazil. I said that Brazil was coming to grips with a fire that destroyed its national museum and 90% of the collection. The country was coming to grips with that sad event. So now you know the context, you're ready to learn what it means to come to grips with something. Before we start today's story, I'd just like to remind you that the podcast is just one part of how we can help you upgrade your English skills. At plainenglish.com, you can make faster progress with active learning strategies. You can take quizzes, do activities, listen to the fast version of the audio, watch video workshops, practice what you learn, and even join a live call with JR and me. It's all about helping you build your skills to become a better, more confident English speaker. Sound good? Go to plainenglish.com to start your free 14-day trial today. Now, let's jump into today's story. Okay, today's English expression is to come to grips. What does it mean to come to grips with something? It means to accept it and to understand the full meaning of something, usually something sad. Brazil is still coming to grips with what happened at their National Museum 2 weeks ago. They are still processing it, still trying to understand and accept what it means. Sometimes after something shocking happens, it can take some time to come to grips with what happened, to understand it fully, and to accept how your life might be different as a result. It can be very hard to come to grips with the death of a loved one, whether it's a parent, a spouse, sibling, or a good friend. Anytime we lose someone close to us, our lives change. We feel a little emptier, right? And sometimes it takes a while to get used to the change. It takes a while to come to grips with the loss of a loved one. But we do process it and move on, even as we remember the person that we lost. We do eventually come to grips with that loss. A person might struggle to come to grips with losing a job. I'm very fortunate that I've never lost a job in my career so far, but I know that it's a very unsettling experience. For many people, it takes weeks, if not months, to come to grips with a job loss. But again, like other types of adversity, we do move on. We do come to grips with that type of a loss. Sometimes you might tell someone to come to grips with reality. If you have a friend who spends too much money, buys stuff he or she can't afford, you might offer that friend some tough love. You might tell your friend, hey, You have to come to grips with reality here. You can't afford to keep spending a lot of money like this. You have to accept the reality of this situation, right? All right, that's it for Plain English today. This was episode 846. To get the full lesson, visit plainenglish.com/846. We'll be back on Monday with a new story. See you then. Listen up if you speak Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, German, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, or Turkish. One of the most frustrating things about listening and reading in a second language is being confused by unfamiliar words or phrases. When you listen to plain English, or when you read the transcript, you probably encounter some words you don't know. When that happens, you have a few options. You can stop the audio, go look up the definition, then return to the episode, find your place, and press play again, but that's exhausting. Or you can just skip it and be confused. That's no fun either. But what if you could see the translation of the word into your language instantly without having to stop the audio, without having to look anything up? Well, you can at plainenglish.com. For each episode, we translate about 100 words and phrases from English to 9 languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, German, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, and Turkish. And we highlight those words in blue. All you have to do is hover your mouse over the highlighted word and you'll see the translation instantly. It works great on mobile too. It really makes listening a lot more satisfying, and it's a great way to expand your vocabulary in English. The best way to see these translations is to sign up for a free 14-day trial at plainenglish.com. During your trial, you can read as many transcripts as you like, all with the translations into your language. So sign up for your free trial today at plainenglish.com.